So this is going to be kind of for women, and I'll just chime in. Ways to stay safe when meeting men from these online platforms. That's a really good inquiry there.
Number one, somebody always has my location.
Okay.
Like, there are a number of people who have my location. Because I always want to be able to be tracked back to my last wherever. I always tell somebody that I'm going to meet a new guy. Right? Like, so not only do people have my location, but like somebody is aware that I am actively in connection with somebody that I've never met before. We also always go somewhere very public. So unlike a lot of women who think that coffee dates are not dates.
Oh, yeah. Get into it. Make sure they can hear you.
They are dates. First of all. Even if you want to knock it down to a meet and greet, that's fine too. But for me, it's a safety measure.
Okay.
It's generally in a place where there are multiple people. It's not dark. It is generally pretty well lit. It is generally in a space where there's a lot of other activity. So, most Starbucks are not in the back of an alley.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of restaurants with very dim lighting. Entrances can be kind of in the back of somewhere. You know what I'm saying? They, have some hallway down the, down in the back where you can kind of get out. I don't actually want to deal with any of that. I need a very well lit in the daytime moment, right?
I have a question about that. Are these for, how soon does a man initiate like the meetup? And I ask that because now I'm wondering if I get too deep into the conversation where the rapport is for sure there. And they're actually a little bit more comfortable with me than they probably should be. But now, just a coffee meetup would almost kind of be me like undershooting
And backtracking.
because you know what I mean. Because the rapport, it like seems like our relationship supersedes that. Like it hurdles that. It jumps over that.
I think. Well, first things first. It deeply depends on the person.
Okay.
I like coffee.
Got you.
So I'm not going to a coffee shop to get a fucking brownie. I'm going to get some fucking coffee.
Yeah.
We're drinking coffee.
Yeah.
And it's probably going to be like in between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m.
Okay.
Right? But I think the initial meetup, I try to see first if there's anything.
Like a connection, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because for me to start connecting with someone, hey, how you doing today? How's your day going? How's the weather? They respond and be like, let's go out. I'm like, whoa.
Right. Right.
Cool your jets. Because I don't know anything about you.
Yeah.
Do you work? Do you have children? What do you want? You just want to...
Do niggas come out the gate just saying like, let's meet up?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying like, I'm also making sure that I have enough information before we even get there. Like,
Okay.
I'm really diving and digging into the conversation. Like, I want to know about you. Like, I'm also just like a naturally curious person. And so there are certain things that I want to know before we meet. Because if you want to fuck and I want marriage, ain't no point us meeting. Fuck with me for.
Yeah, because ain't no fucking in marriage. I get it. Oh, am I bleeding? I think I'm bleeding. Let me get a Band-Aid.
You're bleeding.
Okay.
Next time you bleed, I'm going to take you out to emergency because I'm about sick of this shit. I am sick of this.
Come on, man. We all know ain't no fucking in marriage. Come on.
There's fucking in marriage. I don't know why.
After divorce.
Anyway,
Butt fuck.
We don't need to. Sorry. This is not. Anywho, we can. I don't even know what the fuck to say here at this point. God damn.
Flustered.
Because you're fucking obnoxious. I think you should figure out if there's anything there. But I do think when it comes to deepening the conversation, maybe get in a little earlier and make things lighter. So coffee doesn't have to be it. I think you should start leaning on me for your dates. But
Yeah, because I need to save some money.
well, so off of Howell Mill, there's a very regular place that I go to for dates. It is Jenny's Ice Cream, where I took you,
Okay.
but not that location.
Okay.
Howell Mill, Jenny's, sits in like a shopping restaurant, like a multi development area.
Got you.
We can go get ice cream, and then we can walk. There's a bridge. You can walk over the bridge. There are little shops down in there. There are other like places you can actually sit and have a conversation. You can go to a bar and grab a drink. I think from my experience, I think men get overwhelmed with dating because you don't diversify. It's like, if I'm going to take you on a date, we're going to go to a restaurant. That's not the only type of date. And so I think that because you guys don't diversify, you kind of lead and go back to, let's just go to dinner.
What I've noticed, just since being here, I don't know if it's Atlanta specific, but it's just, since I've been on the apps. Some of the women that I've talked to have like
led you,
suggested like, oh, there's been this new place I want to try. And in my mind, I'm like, well, try it, bitch. What you need me for? You know what I'm saying? But again, this might just be a me thing. And I kind of talked about this on a previous story time, but there is like this underlying pressure of like knowing or being aware of like the chirpings of the social media time that we live in. And it's kind of like trying to like avoid all of the mines in the minefield, to where if you give any inkling of not necessarily pushback, but any inkling of like anything that is going to cost less money or more cost effective or just makes more sense financially, it gets misconstrued into like,
you broke.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like, no matter how comfortable a guy is within his manhood or masculinity, I do think that there is still a level of not wanting to be perceived as that.
But I think there's a way to go about it. A woman says to you, oh, I want to go to the steakhouse. Y'all been talking on the app for 2 days.
I don't eat steak like that.
No.
Oh.
What? Shut the fuck up. Bitch, I don't eat that shit. No, I think for me, a good response could be, not the only response, but a response. I would love to take you there one day.
Smooth. Not today.
That's implied.
Right.
I would love to take you there one day. I'm really interested in getting to know you in a different atmosphere where we can really sit down and talk, where things can continue to be a bit more lighthearted. Let's go for ice cream. Let's go for a walk downtown. Let's.
Okay.
But this is what I mean by a lot of men, you don't take the time to think through dating. Dating is it's not a look. So there was a man, so a lot of men ask me, what do you like to do for fun? And I tell them. And I always start out with plants and books, babe. There are so many, so if you look at any of my dating profiles, they lead you to know that I am pro-black. A really dope, exciting date for me, take me to a black-owned bookstore. We can go get coffee first. And then take me to a black-owned bookstore. and tell me, get a book. Any book you want. I can guarantee you it's less than a steak dinner. Guaranteed. I also enjoy learning shit. Let's go to a museum. There are quite a few free museums around here. Mm-hmm. But I think this is the conversation that should be happening on the app about what does this person like so that you can set up an actual date. So speaking about dates, I told you yesterday there was a guy that unmatched me because he told me yesterday in the moment, he said, I'm about to go downtown, or I'm about to go down the way is what he said. I don't know what the fuck that meant. But he said, I'm about to go down the way. I'll essentially be close to Atlantic Station if you have time to stop by. One, I didn't have time. Two, I'm not about to swing by anywhere. I said to him, essentially, just got home, have plans this evening, but would love to get together on a planned date. Mm. I said, however, I hope that you enjoy your time. He said, appreciate that, and then unmatched me. He bucketed me into the women that we've been talking about. I know that he bucketed me into the women who are trying to push for dates or expensive dates. Mm-hmm. She's one of those. Mm-hmm. I'm not one of those. He didn't take the time to figure out what that could look like. A planned something simply means respect my time and the fact that I have a life that I am currently living before you decide to come and intrude today, right now.
Right.
A planned date simply says, give me something to look forward to. Put forth some effort. Instead, he unmatched me. Am I happy? Hell fucking yeah. But what it said to me was simply that he didn't want to take the time. And I'm okay with that. Y'all don't think about dates though. Y'all generally you go one place. You go to, I got to take this bitch out to eat. Now, women have gotten accustomed to that, especially where we are. Mm-hmm. You're going to spend some money in Atlanta. You go outside in Atlanta, you're going to spend at least $150 every time you go outside. Mm-hmm. But I do think that there is a way for you to massage that. You just gotta put some thought behind it. Mm-hmm. We were talking about something before we got here, and I don't quite know what it is.
It was just how do you online date safely?
That's right. Go out in the daytime first. Know some things about the guy. Where is he from? What area does he live? Does he have community here? Mm-hmm. Does he have children? Generally, a man that has children. Generally, not always. Especially a man with daughters. They're generally a bit more careful. They generally approach me, at least, a bit more gentle. Mm-hmm. A man who's not rushing. Pay attention to how he's treating you in conversation. Is everything a one word something or one letter something? HRU will get you unmatched immediately. Because why are you speaking to me in acronyms? I know.
What if he said a whole bunch of shit before that, and then he's just saying like,
fine. But I said if everything is
okay,
right.
I got you.
Because also I pay very close attention to how interested someone is in me. Mm-hmm. If you are not that interested in me, that makes me feel like you're here for something that I'm not really ready for. Mm-hmm. Because do you actually want to know about me, or do you just want me for whatever reason? Mm-hmm. Safe dating is making sure that you're aware of what's going on while with the person or not. For a man that I do not trust, I will never allow my back to be to the door. That's a thing, right? Men generally want to make sure that they can see whatever is coming in. Mm-hmm. When I'm dating a man, especially a new man, My back is never to the door. I don't care how you feel about it. You better sit next to me. But my back can't be to the door. I don't trust you enough to watch out for what's happening behind me.
Do you say? Excuse me. Do you say?
I don't say anything.
Do you explain why though?
No.
Also, nobody has ever.
Another safety hazard or another safety protection for me is I always arrive first. Always. I arrive first. I am scoping out where he is. And yes, I've clocked his license plate generally. I need to know what he looks like as he's approaching me. And if I feel uncomfortable, I will leave before he even sees me.
What makes you feel uncomfortable just off of seeing somebody?
Have you ever seen, like in a movie where somebody like hat real low, hood up, glasses on, like they don't want to be identified?
Yeah.
I'm leaving.
Yeah.
You're not about to sit in front of me. Nope. Nope.
Who are you hiding from, nigga?
Who are you hiding from and what do you want with me? And why have you made it so that nobody in here can identify you? Yeah. That is scary.
I got you.
Also, I don't like the idea of being catfished.
Yeah, that sucks.
So do you look like what you wanted me to think you look like?
Yeah.
And if you don't, I'm leaving before you even see me. I'm out the door with more. I'm fine. I've also been online dating for a while.
Yeah.
And so I've worked up just things. Arriving first, and I mean like 30 minutes in advance. I've only had one guy beat me. And he was like, why'd you come so early?
I try to do that too. I try to be early too.
Yeah. It's definitely a safety precaution. So I hope that answers the question at least a little bit.
I got you. Before I move on to the next one, I'm going to change the battery in this one. So if you got to take a bathroom break, now's the time. So let's see. Let's see. So we asked one of your questions. Oh, here's a good one. Men settling for women they really don't like. Why? That's a good question. Do you have any thoughts before I tackle this one that you'd like to, any assumptions?
Men settling. I do have thoughts. And I think it has to do with men get to a point in life, and I've heard this from men. So if you disagree,
I do disagree.
Take it up with them.
Where they at?
Argue with these niggas.
I disagree because I know what you're about to say.
Most men.
Majority?
I don't know. I wasn't the one who said it.
Okay.
Some men, I'll say that because I don't know if it's majority or minority.
Boo.
Some men get to a point where they're just ready. And I've heard, because I'm not a man, I don't have a ding-a-ling, I don't know. I've heard that once they're ready, sometimes it's with whoever is in their orbit at the time. While previous to being ready, they kind of did a lot of looking. Maybe they rocked with a more superficial mindset. Once they're ready, as long as the person in their orbit fits kind of that future of, if something happens to me, can she take care of me? Does she want to give me children? Can she keep house and home? Is she going to make my life miserable? I think those being some of the keys are kind of what float to the top once they're ready. And I think sometimes in those spaces, attractiveness sometimes fades to the background. Because when I hear the message or the question, I'm hearing it as or receiving it as, why do men settle for women they don't like? To me, physical is implied. So I just think I have to go back to the information from men where sometimes when men are ready, it's whoever is close to orbit or in orbit at that moment. And sometimes it's not the most attractive woman. That's my assumption.
I got you. That's a fair
No,
assessment.
and within that same vein, so this I feel like I know, but it also comes from other men, so I don't know. There comes a time when a man starts looking to his future, and he's no longer focusing on the present. So I think this deepens the idea of, can she be there in the future? What does the rest of my life look like?
Yeah.
The rest of my life looks like stability. Is she that? The rest of my life looks like whatever. Can this person fit that?
Yeah.
Excuse me. That's all I wanted to add.
See, my mind went straight to you went kind of like what happens off the app. I'm thinking in terms of like on the app. Like why do they
I think it goes the same thing. It's the same thing.
I'm just saying this is how I interpret it because it's going about to go into one of my answers.
No, so yes, I'm not meaning to cut you off or derail you. I'm saying that my answer wouldn't change if we were focusing on that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But I mean, like, so while on the app, I'm thinking of you might be swiping on women that you not in real life you wouldn't really approach, but because they're on the app, it's like I might have a chance to fuck. She might get some good head. She might be on some freak shit, and this not gonna be my long term, but it could be my my bridge quarterback type of thing.
Could it be? Sorry, this is a question for you to answer while you're going.
Okay.
Could it potentially be, because as you were saying that, I was thinking, what if it's an opportunity for them to change their approach? I've been looking at women a certain way. Let me maybe try to take the looks maybe out of it some and focus more on the personality. Because on the app, that's what you have to stand on.
Yeah. It could be. I mean, yeah, it definitely could be. I don't think there's any one right or wrong answer. I think it depends on the man who's swiping. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna speak from personal experience, and this is a backfire on me. Like if I'm speaking from personal experience, there have been women that I have swiped right on that I would not. Taking out the fact that I don't approach women in person no more anyway, right?
Ever.
If I was ever there was a time.
Boy, the way you just no, I will.
Before I moved to Philadelphia, I used to approach women all the time, and then I got punched in the mouth, not literally, but figuratively.
When that one who?
When I tried,
huh? The one woman you fought, you might have got punched in the mouth.
I ain't fighting no woman.
She was fighting you.
Who are we talking? Shut the fuck up, nigga. She wasn't fighting me. This one bitch, man. This one bitch that just recently got arrested for like being in a fight at a bar or some stupid shit, and I just so happened to be conversing with her on the app.
He was dating Mike Tyson.
So now she just puts together the story that she was beating me up for some shit. No, nigga. But like I've definitely been the person who I would swipe right on somebody, just like I would compartmentalize like body parts or smiles or she got a fat ass or she got a pretty face. Just cause you never know. You know what I'm saying? But in my mind, I know that this girl is not gonna be she's not gonna be my woman. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But maybe she'll be a good friend. Maybe she will be on some designated dick sucking shit. Maybe she'll be a connect. Like there's so many things that it could be. So let me just go ahead and swipe anyway.
I have a question, and if I don't notate it, I'm gonna forget it.
You just want to ask it?
No.
Okay.
Because I don't want to take you off your tangent.
I think when you were talking about physical being implied, I think it actually works both ways. I think sometimes niggas will they may not like her physically, but they love her as a human. But then I also think that niggas may love a woman physically but hate her as a human being. And that's how they're settling. Because I do think that happens a lot where niggas, like, the bare minimum for a nigga to just tolerate a woman is just the fact that she look good. And everything else he just got to wear on the chin. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that is also a version of that's actually a major version of settling. Somebody whose outer shell is attractive, but everything else about him is like, Jesus fucking, like, insufferable. You know what I mean?
That doesn't sound like settling to me. That actually sounds like self-imposed abuse.
I mean, yeah.
Seriously, you'd
You the
because it's so unbelievable because you'd settle for a woman you hate.
It's not that you hate. It's not really that you hate her.
You don't even like this woman.
That's what it is. That's what it is. It's not that you hate her. You just, you know, it's like, you know in your heart that you know that she not it.
She just look good.
Yeah.
You just wanted a trophy.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think that's one of the reasons. But honestly, and this is super unpopular, but I think this might just be me, because this has always been like me thing. Like,
Oh, I know what you're about to say.
I think just overweight. Just like, great person, out of shape. Might be cute and a great person, but she out of shape. So, as terrible as it sounds, some niggas kind of think that they can, like, either have that on a back burner, or, you know what, I'm a buy low and try to cash out high. Like, maybe I can get with her. Maybe we could eat different. Maybe we could get in shape. Maybe we could. It's almost like basically just dating somebody based off of potential. But if it don't hit, it's a super settle, because going into it, you already knew that this wasn't really what you wanted for real. You going into it like, you trying to see the good parts. It's almost like drafting a quarterback, like, but when you need a quarterback, not when you got the guy, you got Mahomes, but you just trying to look in the future. It's like, nigga, we don't got nobody, and we need somebody to turn this franchise around. I mean, he got a good arm. I mean, you know, he decent, but in your heart, you know this ain't the guy. You know what I mean? And I think that happens a lot, and that actually may align with your when niggas just get to a certain age or a certain point, time running out, they start feeling the pressure. The walls start closing in.
They don't want to die alone.
I think that would definitely factor into it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll stop it right there.
Wait.
Did you want to add your question for this? Okay.
Because it actually fits with what you were just saying. So my question to you, interview style.
Oh boy.
Do you ever see a world where the love of your life is the opposite of what you think you want physically? And maybe not extreme opposite, but like...
That was going to be my question.
So it doesn't have to be like my 600-pound life.
Yeah.
But like... Because if y'all don't know...
Here we go.
Jackson has a type.
Fucking up my chubby bitch pussy. Go ahead.
Jackson has a type.
Fuck it up then.
Previous to 2024, he had a very particular type. He said that he only wanted someone who, jokingly, I think, who could run a mile in under 9 minutes.
10. It was 10.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
But Jackson had a type. More in shape, slender. I'm not gonna say fashionable per se, but like can dress, right? Cute face, beautiful skin, nice teeth. He has a type. So with me asking him this question, I am specifically actually thinking about the shape of a woman. Because I know traditionally speaking, that's not something that you would go for. But do you see a world where, because first of all, we're fucking amazing, and you know that. We're fucking amazing. And he knows that.
This nigga, man.
But do you see a world where that could be a thing with how dating has been in the past? Mm-hmm. With, I think at this point you probably are a bit more open to maybe a woman who's not really slim, mm-hmm. at least a smash. Mm-hmm. But do you ever see a world where a thicker woman could be your person?
That's a good question. You know, that's what the people always say when they like, God damn it, this motherfucking bitch ass interviewer. No, that's a really good question. Well, first let me clear that. Let me dispel some myths here for the newbies.
All right.
For the new people, for the new big bitches who like, damn, I can.
For the new big bitches is in. That is insane.
Oh shit, nah. But no, it was always the part that's not being said is like my type to be my girlfriend, because I have, I guess gone out with, obviously, smashed, fooled around with thicker women or BB dubs or whatever. Y'all might not think that they BB dubs, but in my mind it was some BB dubs under my belt. I swear, I promise y'all.
Okay, Cookie Monster.
Anyway, I'm gonna say yes. I can see it, but it with stipulations. So it can't just be like, it's not a flat out, just a unconditional yes. Because in my mind, when I'm thinking this is my woman, this is my lady, my girl, my potential, wife or whatever, I'm still thinking about kids. I'm thinking about health. I'm thinking about what is it going to be after? What is it going to be as we get older? What is it going to be after children and getting older? What is it going to be after, maybe the energy dies down and maybe you can't really work out like how you used to? Because I think that's a natural thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm thinking about all of that, and I think mostly I'm trying to consider my dick. I'm trying to consider my level of erection. I'm trying to consider just not want you to come off as disrespectful because I'm genuinely not attracted to you anymore. You know what I mean? Because I think that's very unfair on the people's part who are getting with somebody knowing that that's not 100% what they think that they like, hoping that they'll just be able to grow into it. But then now you realize you can't grow into it, but now it's negatively affecting like your sex life, your love life. You know what I'm saying?
So in that same, this conversation, I don't even know why I brought this up. This conversation always pisses me off.
That pissed you off right there? Like,
no.
That's a real...
No. It's not you, it's me.
No. You know niggas lying when their voice get to that pitch, nigga. No.
I'm about to take you even further. It's fine.
See. You want to talk about a trigger, nigga. Because it ain't never fine. When a woman say it's fine, it ain't. But go ahead.
You marry a woman. Let's just say she's built like... Give me somebody. Somebody that you like, oh my God, she's amazing.
A real body chick?
Yeah.
Damn.
Don't think too hard, brother.
What's the super dark skin?
We'll call her Serena. So we'll say, because goddamn.
All right. Damn, I was trying to get... No, she's like, her name was Brianna something.
Sure, Brianna. Fine. That works.
Maybe they know who it is. She's dark skin though. But okay, go ahead.
A TikTok? She got locks?
No.
Oh, okay.
She sounds bad though.
Okay. Brianna. Her name's Brianna.
Regina Hall in Best Man.
Bet. He marries Regina Hall from Best Man. 1, 2, or 3. We won't give a fuck which one it is. And you guys have children.
Okay.
She births your 2 babies beautifully.
Okay.
She is healthy by doctor standards. The babies are healthy.
Awesome. Do they play sports? Are they boys?
None of that matters.
Fuck.
After her second baby, postpartum hit her pretty hard. And she can't lose the weight.
Medically or she is having trouble losing
She's
weight?
having trouble losing weight.
Okay.
There's a lot going on. She has two children. She's trying to be a wife, trying to keep house and home. And postpartum technically 2 years, 24 months.
Okay.
But can go longer, right? But she's having a hard time losing the weight.
Okay.
I'm asking this question because you mentioned your sexual attraction.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get into, will who she is as a person, can who she is as a person be enough for you? You guys are married. This is not like you're trying to let a stranger off the app, their personality be enough. But like your wife that you've married, can who she is as a person, who she is as a mother, who she is as a wife, who she is as an individual, can that be enough to keep you present sexually, mentally, emotionally?
All the other things besides sexually, I would say yeah, absolutely yes. Because at that point, she would be my friend. She would be my genuine, like, this my nigga.
Your best friend at this point.
You know what I mean? But sexually, to me, is like that's a whole nother realm. Because it's not just up here. I mean, it is, that's part of it, but it's not just that. And I think a lot of the times, all those other things like personality, how we get along, chemistry, emotionally, all of those things are very, very majority mental. But sex is mental, and then there's the physical that also is required. You know what I mean? So, and I've had sexual experiences. I told y'all the stories about like when I had to try to fuck the girl before the sun came up, because like just her body just wasn't doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to. It just looked better in the dark. That sounds crazy. Like her. Like her body just looked better in the dark, and my dick was.
It looked better when I couldn't see it at all.
And I could see like how you can see the glare off the lamp, the lamppost, the light,
That's crazy.
street lights. So like, it's been some chicks that like I honestly I can't fuck you in the daytime because my dick not gonna work. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to look out for you, like shit. Because when the nigga dick don't get hard, like it's the woman like internalizes the fuck out that shit.
I wonder. I'm gonna have to ask a doctor about this, but a part of me feels like that's mental. A part of me, hear me out. A part of me feels like, because attraction is mental. My attraction for really, really tall men, that's mental.
Okay.
Because the moment I decided that I wanted to truly want something different and try something different, I've been able to. Mm-hmm. And if one of the shorter niggas asked me to marry him, we would have been married. Like, it would have been fine. Mm-hmm. It would have been great. It would have been great. And I wouldn't have ever felt like I was settling.
Okay.
Because the men that I have dated that were not my typical ginormous man, their personalities were amazing. Mm-hmm. And in the space that we had, I was safe. I felt safe. Mm-hmm. I was happy. I felt connected to them. Their height did not matter. Mm-hmm. And so I actually would not be surprised because the physical, if you were blind, nope, not if you close your eyes. If you were blind, there would be no actual visuals. It would be everything you made up in your mind.
Right.
That is what that would translate to them making your dick hard.
You can still feel them.
You needed to have sex with this woman before the sun came up for visual purposes, because you could feel her in the dark.
Yeah.
You could feel her the same in the dark. The added piece of it was the visual.
Yeah.
So I go back to, if you were blind, it is what you make up in your mind, the visual that you've created. Yes, coupled with the sensory of touch. But you never mentioned her body didn't feel good. You said you had to fuck her before the sun came up. I.e., I could not look at her body. So I challenge. I'm just taking what you told me.
That is a phenomenal soundbite, though. Like you saying that, and then just me just.
This conversation is ridiculous, honestly. But it makes me question, because you said sex is mental and physical. Sex is mental and physical, but I'm wondering if the physical is what you're making it out to be. Because sex is physical. But my physical thought around sex is the touch. Like how their touch feels. That to me is the physical part. Because our bodies react even when someone's not in our presence. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Our bodies react on thoughts. Your dick can get hard with you thinking back to something. Or you thinking about you desiring something and you thinking about your dick is gonna get hard. Whether there's a person here or not.
Okay.
Right? And so I only say all that to say, I just challenge your thought in sex being physical in the space of my dick won't get hard if I don't like what her body looks like. Because I feel like you have the power, if you really wanted to, you could change that.
I think before we move on to the next one, I do want to say though, the primal, visceral, real reaction though is something that I don't think I want to have to replace that or want to have to partly manufacture that. Like I think that's part of the beauty of it. And I want to also say that like I think this is just a prime example of just how men and women are really just wired differently. You know what I mean? Because that's not to like I think women have the capability or way better capability of like really truly having somebody grow on them and they are attracted to them as if it was instant. And I don't really know if the majority of men are even capable of that. And honestly, I don't even think I want to be mature enough to even evolve into that because I would feel like I'm robbing myself of the joyous feeling of that visceral primal reaction to just somebody you look at him from across the room, touch don't even need to happen, and you just be like, damn, like you start imagining what the sex is gonna look like and feel like just based off of the visual of it. And I don't even know if I would want to replace that.
That's fair.
You know, and I want to quickly say back to the postpartum hypothetical, where maybe a woman did start off one size, but now she's at a different size. Or even if it's just like a bigger woman from start to finish, that's why, even though it was a joke, that shit got my lips getting dry. I could feel it. But that's why I joked about the 10-minute.
My nigga feeling the lips dry. Every time you inhale, the bitch is just dry.
That's why the joke of the 10-minute mile, it is a joke, but it's really not a joke because it's so many things behind being able to run a mile in 10 minutes. Especially if you're not able to do it right now today. But in order to work to get there, it's gonna take routine, it's gonna take determination, it's gonna take consistency, it's gonna take perseverance, all characteristics of somebody who will not just lay down and accept that their body may not look how it used to look or how they want it to look. I think that's what happens with a lot of people because losing weight is so hard. Being in shape is so hard. Being in condition is so hard. I'm probably in better shape than a lot of people, but based on the shape that I used to be in when I was like 23, 24, like playing, it's frustrating sometimes that I can't do the things that I used to do, like in the gym or like with running or my endurance and stuff like that, right? But it's a mindset that will, aside, from injury, knock on wood, I'm never gonna stop chasing it or trying it or trying to. By me even trying to get back to somewhere that I probably will never get to, it at least allows the falling short of that is me just at least like maintaining a decent shape for a 40-year-old, a 45-year-old, a 50-year-old, et cetera, et cetera. And that's more so.
Damn, now you about to be 45. Jesus Christ.
That is more so what would allow me to make a bigger woman like my actual girl. Like I already want to see I'm in the gym. And maybe you might not even be trying to lose weight because there are a lot of bigger women who actually prefer where they are. They like how they look. They like having curves. They like how their clothes fit them, et cetera, right? But they're still putting in the work to just maintain that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I would want to see that. It's more about the mindset because even when we do have kids or even when we do get older, the mindset has been embedded in you from years before that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So that type, and nobody hates losing themselves more than somebody who has put in a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? Because so it's now because it's like, damn, like I know what I'm capable of. I don't want to get too far away from that. So that's going to keep them on their own shit. And to me, if anything is mentally attractive, like it would be that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I think in that situation, that's where it would be like the world where it's possible.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
You know what I mean? Nigga, this shit got my mouth dry as fuck, nigga. Oh my God. Where did that come from? Jesus. Okay. Yo, I don't think y'all understand. Nigga, the top of my mouth and the bottom of my mouth is sticking together. Holy shit. Holy shit, bruh. Oh my God. All right, let me get to another good one. Whoo, that's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna go through this one quick because I want to go through at least a couple more. Jesus Christ. All right. What causes the online chemistry to die down once you exchange numbers? Have you experienced that? Is that a thing?
I think it's the chase. What you laughing at your dryness?
I thought you was laughing at my dryness again.
No.
This shit is crazy.
No. Oh my nigga really about to drink all of this liquid.
Go ahead. Are you gonna want more of this? Because I'm about to drink this from them.
Go ahead, thirsty.
Bruh, that shit like, nigga, that shit hit like a ton of bricks, nigga. Oh my Lord. Oh God.
I think it's the chase. I think it's the chase. I think once somebody has you, like, Nigga, get it out.
I'm officially on drugs.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Don't do drugs, ladies and gentlemen.
That's funny. All right, go ahead.
You all right?
No. Oh, fuck. I'm trying to control it. I'm trying to control it. Oh.
Can I just say, y'all, I said to him, are you sure? Because you know once we get going, there's no stopping this laughter train.
Go ahead, though.
Y'all, his eyes are disappearing.
Go ahead, though.
Straight up.
Oh, shit. Hey, this side of the episode only gonna be on Patreon. Yo, nigga, wait. Wait. What is in there? Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
It's your fault. You drank like a shot and a half.
Nigga. The dryness in my throat is back here. Yo. And my eye, yo, I feel my eyes is just like my eyes is just closing up. Oh shit!
This man is done for. Okay, guys.
Shit. Nah, I was straight though. I just gotta. I ain't had no. You not helping either. Nigga, quit laughing. Goddamn.
Because I know.
I'm ruining the episode. I'm ruining it.
This man thirsty and slap happy.
Nigga. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh boy.
What was we talking about?
Oh, it's over.
No.
It's fucking
No.
over. Nigga, I can't remember. Now you can't remember?
That's fucking funny.
I mean, we were talking about the chemistry dying down. This nigga, what?
Hey, wait, hold up. I gotta. This is crazy.
You gotta do what?
Wait. Hey, put this camera on me.
What am I doing?
This is my story. Are we rolling? Mm-hmm. Bro, we are still in the middle of recording. And I took some edible juice earlier. Maybe, like an hour ago? And this shit just kicked in like mid-thought sentence. And my lips started getting dry first. And now the back of my throat is dry. Back here. And now my eyes is closing up like the Jeepers Creepers man hands. Bro, this is strong as fuck. I don't know what this is that Fred gave me, but we're going to try to finish this shit. But it's going great. It's going great.
Let them also know that you drank about a half dose more than you were supposed to.
Yeah, I didn't.
He didn't stop.
I didn't. So, Patreon, though. Behind the paywall. Now it's getting goofy.
Oh, boy.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Oh, my God. I look high.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I said your eyes are not open.
All right. Let me get my shit together. Chemistry going. No, seriously.
Nigga, don't seriously me. Seriously you. I'm fine.
You're right.
Are you good? Because I can keep going.
Keep going with what?
I was answering the question.
Oh, my fault.
I think it's a chase. I think once the